Medicine was a pretty easy choice for me. I had a lot of interest in science, particularly coming up through high school, and then was fortunate enough to meet an orthopedic surgeon when I was in high school and got exposed to orthopedic surgery very early on. And I think as obligatory for most orthopedic surgeons, had my own orthopedic injury in my senior year of high school, and had a great orthopedist who got me back to playing basketball, which is paramount in Eastern Kentucky. Then in college, I continued to hone my science skills with a biochemistry degree, and realized I didn't really want to spend the rest of my life in a lab, so tried to mix the science with the more human side as well. Medicine made sense there. So I chose to pursue my medical degree in Louisville thereafter, and then orthopedics, sort of got drawn back to orthopedics, and then hand surgery. Coming from Center College, there was a strong Louisville contingent. I feel like everybody gravitated from Louisville to Danville and then ultimately back to Louisville. I had a lot of friends from Louisville, and I spent most of my summers from my sophomore year in college to the end of my college career in Louisville doing research at the medical school. I chose to get my medical degree from Louisville, and I really enjoyed the city, both with a pretty vibrant music and arts scene, but also with a lot of the southern hospitality that I was used to coming from Eastern Kentucky. So it made a lot of sense for me to be here, and also happened to meet my wife in medical school. She's a Louisville native, so that really worked out well as we gravitated back to town. During medical school, I actually picked up cycling, and as everybody knows, Louisville has quite the cycling scene, both on the road and on mountain bike trails. Aside from that, after we had kids, I took up photography because we trained in Vermont for residency, and so we had a 16-hour gap between my family and my parents and my in-laws. So photography became a very easy way for us to share pictures and what was going on with the kids and with our family there, all the way back to here in Kentucky. So photography became an interest of mine. In the wintertime, I love to ski. It's a good way for me to get outside. And otherwise, all my free time is otherwise spent hanging out with my family. I think there really has to be a relationship between the patient and the doctor, and if I could sum my philosophy up, it would be a patient-centered approach where the patient really takes ownership of their care just as I take ownership of their care, and I think that's really the recipe for success. If the patient has a vested interest, and I certainly have a vested interest in their care, I think that's really going to be the most successful way to get to the best outcome for the patient. So a physician in general, without a doubt for me, it's the people. Every day I'll see 20 to 30 new people. Some people I've seen before but get to reconnect with. So that keeps it interesting for me because I really am a people person. Hand surgery specifically, the variety is what keeps things interesting. Because we do so many things, from nerves, arteries, tendons, muscles, bones. There's just so much to know and so much to stay current with. And you combine that with the patient side of things, and that really has sort of been the strongest draw for me to medicine and then hand surgery specifically.